Hi guys, this is one of my cheap hobby grade controllers. I think they're called Austar. I think I bought this one off AliExpress, possibly, maybe. I have a pair of them. This one I wanted to use the other day and took the cover off the battery box, and unfortunately I'd left the batteries in there. They'd been in there so long they'd leaked. So we can see that one's corroded, and the spring was so corroded that when I tried scraping it off, the top half of it broke off. So it'll probably still work like that, but I just happen to have that, which looks pretty much identical. In fact, no, not quite identical. They've done something funny with the arrangement here. So you have battery there, battery there, battery there, battery there. Yeah, and then you've got a long link. So you end up with the positive and negative there. Yeah, let's try and work that out again. So battery goes positive, negative, and then from that negative, it goes all the way up to that end. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and comes out there. So you've got them both at the same end. This one, positive there, and negative up there. Anyway, what we'll have to do is see if we can get it apart. I could just try and... No, I think the easiest thing is if we replace the whole unit. So, probably screw holes hidden somewhere. Screw hole there. That's going to be... Oh no, that is the right size. I was going to say that's going to be too big. What I'd like to do is replace them with either LiPo or lithium-ion batteries, but being as it only takes 4, it's only expecting 6 volts. So sticking potentially 8 volts in there is probably going to kill it. So we won't. One of these, now this one's all right. One of them, the steering stop has broken, so you can turn it too far. That must be the other one. Oh, that one's too deep. There's got to be screws under there, surely. Yeah. So there must be one around about here somewhere. Yeah, good guess. Right, there's our screws. We're going to come apart. Yes. We don't really need to take it all the way apart, but we could do, just have a look. See what we've got in there. Is that going to come apart easily, or is it going to need to take that off? It feels like there's one more screw. Yeah, one more screw. Is it just one, or is there another one there? Yes. Okay, so do we call this a teardown of an Austar controller? It still doesn't want to come apart. We did take that one out, didn't we? Yeah, that one's out. Right, here we go. Something's holding it. Oh, just a bit of springiness. Oh, now I bet it will take the LiPo. That's handy. That's exactly the same as the FlySky receivers. Right. Do we risk it? Do we risk it with a LiPo instead? I reckon I might. Rather than put one of them back in there. That will obviously fit. It says obviously, it's something's catching it. Might need to just trim it around the edges a bit. It looks like it's the same. I'm not putting it in the wrong way, am I? No, it's that way. I just need to push it a little bit harder. So we could do a straight replacement with that battery pack and just solder new leads onto there. Well, cut those and solder them on. We could. Or we could go straight to LiPo batteries. Okay, well, we got it apart. And we know we've got a JST connector there that we can use. So we'll just have a quick look if there's anything else we want to see. A board there, a board there. I'm not going to take them out and look at the back of them. That's our potentiometer for the throttle. And then in there, potentiometer for the steering. They're plug-ended. Yeah, I'm not going to do a complete teardown. I'm not going to pull the rest of it apart. I think the fact that we can plug a LiPo battery in there might be quite handy. Will that slide out if we... Yeah, it's nothing to stop it being pulled. That might be a problem. Let's get a small LiPo battery and plug it in. Just for comparison, it's my FlySky GT2B. This one has the original battery in it, which is nice. If we can focus on it for a second, please. Yeah, there we go. So this one's actually set up with a charging port on it, so you can actually charge it up. This one I bought in a charity shop, and they'd taken the battery out. I couldn't believe it. I said, why have you taken the battery out? And they said, oh, we're not allowed to sell things with LiPo batteries in them. I thought, well, that actually makes it hardly worth buying, because the battery was about as much as they wanted for the handset. Anyway, as you can see, I rigged it up for a small LiPo battery that I happen to have. That one's 600 milliamp hour. The original was 800 milliamp hour, but this lasts for long enough for me. So, yeah, absolutely fine. And then the other one of these, I've already done for a LiPo battery. So if I'd have remembered, I'd have known that I'm running this one on a LiPo battery. Oh, I've completely forgotten that. That'll be vape batteries. From the looks of it, I've put two pairs together. So we got double the capacity, but still only 7.5 volts. Now I'm thinking, I remember doing a video on doing the conversion. So that's a bit of a while back. I think I actually put a disclaimer on it saying, do this at your own risk. It might work, it might not. And it did. It worked. All right. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry too much then. We will put this back together and I'll just fit a LiPo battery in there. I suppose it would have been nice if I'd have demonstrated swapping the battery tray, but I think we can see all that was needed to be done was just replace it one for one. I don't remember what I bought that other one for. It was something I was going to do, but never used it, so it was a spare. Yeah, that one. And it clearly fits. So, yeah. Okay, well, we won't put that back in there. We'll go straight to LiPo. With these, you could try and replace the springs, but you'd probably be taking one of those apart just to get the springs out of it to replace the other one. And these are, I was going to call them rivets, but they're not rivets. They're eyelets, aren't they? That you squeeze in place. But you could solder, I suppose. Anyway, not going to do it. That one's dead. That one fits, but we're not going to use it. We'll just go straight LiPo or lithium ion. Whatever you've got that's the right size that'll fit in there. There we go. Another one of my vape batteries. So that's 4 vape batteries, 2 in parallel, or 2 pairs in parallel to give us extra capacity. Got balance lead on there so we can charge it properly. The only thing I will say is I've put no battery protection in there. There's no overall. There we go. One of my vape battery constructions. That's actually 4 vape batteries, 2 pairs in parallel to give us extra capacity. I think they're about 800 milliamps each, or 600, but that will double it up. And then balance lead so we can charge it properly. And it plugs into the JST connector that's in there. So that fits in there nicely. Get that to line up. The only thing is, because it hasn't got the proper battery box under there, this flops around a little bit. I have trouble lining it up. There we go. So, switch it on. There we go. I'll repeat what I must have said on the original conversion with the other one. I'm not recommending you do this. I'm doing it for my purposes, and it appears to work. The other one has been working, where is it, for however long it was since I last converted it. This is the one that's the steering clicks round too far. There's obviously a stop that's broken. So as you turn it round, it goes click and stays in position instead of flicking back again. It works fine. It's not a problem. It's just something that might cause a problem occasionally. So yeah, I think they're Austar. That's at AX55 it has written on it. For some reason I got R written on that. I've no idea what R indicates. Never mind. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.